When the Galactic Council first invited Earth into its ranks, they did so with condescension hidden behind flowery words. To them, humanity was a curiosity, primitive deathworlders from a blue speck at the edge of a spiral arm, dangerous only to themselves. Sure, the Council had heard tales of Earth's apex predators, lions, wolves, great white sharks. But when human delegates mentioned these beasts in passing, the Council's apex species, the massive growth warlords and the insectoid HFY battlebroods merely scoffed. They had creatures larger, stronger, deadlier. For a while, the humans let them laugh. It was the human way, bide your time, stay underestimated. But when the Council's frontier outpost on Xerxes 4 was overrun by the Orcs, a relentless swarm of burrowing predators that chewed through armored battalions like termites, someone suggested the humans be given a chance to handle it. After all, they claimed to understand unpredictable predators. The Council approved the motion, mostly for their own amusement. Let the Deathworlders embarrass themselves. Captain Rena Cole stood before the Council delegates, a small, confident grin tugging at her lips. Her team stood behind her, 5 handlers in tough khaki exosuits and crates the size of stasis coffins. The crates hissed softly as atmosphere pumped in and out. High Chancellor Vreth, an 8-foot grotee, leaned forward on his throne of steel and bone. "You expect to control the Orcs with these tiny beasts?" he rumbled, glancing at the crates. Cole didn't flinch. "With respect, Chancellor, these aren't just any beasts. This is Malivera capensis, or, as we call it, the honey badger." The ZHYRR emissary clicked its mandibles dismissively. "We have seen Earth's larger predators. These are rodents." Cole's grin widened. "We'll see." They dropped on Xerxes 4 under blood-red skies. The Orcs tunnels had transformed the once barren mining colony into a churning maze of sinkholes and bioslime. Other species would have sent tanks, drones, orbital strikes, massive force for massive threat. The humans sent a dozen honey badgers. Each beast wore a custom harness, microcameras, biomonitors, and an auto-injector of stim serum for when things got rough. Cole's team worked quietly in the command post, eyes locked on the feeds as the little monsters burrowed into the Orcs hives. On the monitors, the Council observers watched in disbelief. The badgers should have been torn apart instantly, outnumbered by chitin-plated horrors. Instead, the feeds showed flashes of fur and fang, savage squeals, and the shrieks of Orcs warriors being eviscerated in the dark. Council observers crowded the holoscreens. A grotty tactician leaned in, wide-eyed. "They don't retreat? Not even when wounded?" Cole shook her head. "A honey badger doesn't know how. They get angrier. Hungrier. You corner them? They'll rip your face off." The feed showed one badger, codename Nugget, standing atop a mound of Orcs corpses, blood and ichor dripping from its flanks. A Orcs drone lunged. Nugget spun, latched onto the drone's eye cluster, and shredded it like old paper. The Council chamber filled with gasps as the humans chuckled quietly among themselves. When the Orcs queen finally emerged, driven to the surface by the relentless harassment below, the humans dropped in Nugget and her last remaining kin, 3 battered badgers high on adrenaline and stim serum. The queen loomed 5 meters tall, mandibles glistening with acid. The honey badgers charged. They tore into the queen with an unstoppable fury that defied every biological norm the Council scientists knew. One was flung off, slammed into a rock, rolled, and staggered back up, bleeding but snarling. The queen shrieked, but the swarm's coordination broke the moment their broodmother toppled. By dawn, the Orcs tunnels fell silent. The badgers, ragged but alive, emerged to the sight of human handlers waiting with treats and gentle pats on blood-matted fur. Back on the Council world, High Chancellor Vreth watched the final footage on repeat. He stared at the humans, newfound respect and a sliver of fear in his reptilian eyes. "Your people breed these demons?" he asked quietly. Cole just laughed. "Breed them? No. They roam free back home. We just make sure they don't get bored." The chamber fell silent. The lesson was clear: Earth's predators weren't always the biggest. Sometimes the most terrifying thing in the galaxy was small, mean, and absolutely fearless when cornered. From that day on, no Council species ever again scoffed at Earth's wildlife. Or at the humans who'd evolved alongside such tiny terrors. When the galaxy needed a reminder of what true, relentless survival looked like, it was the honey badger the humans unleashed. Humanity F***, yeah, ***.